got it.
Always allow. All right.
There it is. Should be all good now.
All right, so here we are with your defending champion and now Singapore PRL Grand Prix winner, El Majaco. Started this race. Obviously, last week was not the finish that you wanted. Had a little bit of contact with Alonso, a little bit of
Yeah, a
jaw
bit.
jacking there. We got the rivalry coming into this one. And Forza Alonso comes out and puts the car on the pole on the Ultra Softs. You had a very quick lap going on Ultra Softs, but ended up having to start the race on the Super Softs. But you made him work. What was the start of that race like being on that different strategy there?
Well, it was always the plan to be on the super softs. I went for the ultra soft run at the end, basically to see what the delta was looking like, but I mucked it up anyway. It was it was purple in the first sector, but I was still thinking about not even bothering setting it because I wanted to start on those super softs and do a one stop.
Yeah, we saw
So
that you
yeah,
we saw that you went purple in that first sector, and I was telling him you were about 3/10 up. We're like, oh man, we knew that you were thinking about it because you want to play that strategy game, and it clearly worked out for you. We saw a couple safety cars in there, but it was by no means easy going because there was contact multiple times there. There in the middle of the pack, they were really racing hard, and you sometimes come out the worse for wear.
yeah, I don't know what you saw spectating there, but I certainly had some contact with Meb in the Force India, and Gordau says there was some contact as well. I have to look back at my footage of that, but I lost about half my wing, went red on the indicator after contact with Meb, and that's why I fell so far back. And the safety car really saved me because it came out at the time that I needed to pit roughly, and I could go to the end as well and change my wing. So that
Well,
worked out quite nicely.
going to the end was impressive as well because if I'm not mistaken, you were on those soft tires from lap 11.
Yeah, it was whenever the safety car was. It was
Yeah.
around then, yeah. Yeah,
So
I knew that
we
they could go from 14 to the end, but with the safety car, you're not wearing them as much, so I thought I'll probably get a few more laps out of them.
right. Yeah, and it
Mm.
seemed to be slowing down there a little bit, but you were still holding the
Yeah,
gap to your teammate back there. So definitely a good decision and was able to make it work. And now, bouncing back with this big win after the DNF in race two, your
yeah.
teammate has a good finish. He's got a pretty sizable advantage in the points. But how do you feel going forward here now that you've got this confidence build up from the win here in Singapore?
Well, it's all about the the lag. If that persists like it did last week, then I probably don't have a chance at all. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's much worse than it was last season. If I can keep this momentum going, that would be quite nice. But I think this season, probably going to have to build the championship around Dubsy, my teammate, because he's in the better position. And we got some team orders going. I don't know if you saw that in the middle of the race. I let him through because I
We
was
did. Yeah.
had some significant damage there, and he was right behind. So
But that's
we are just trying
good.
to take it race by race and win each one as a team rather than as individuals because we used to be really heated rivals, and we just can't keep that stress up anymore. You know?
But it's clearly working though, because you're got a big lead in the team championship. You guys are doing
Yeah.
quite well. You were able to give him the position there in the middle of the race, and it came back around and paid off for you in the end. Congratulations on your big win. Obviously we talked about it. There was a little bit of animosity coming out of last week. Some people were questioning you there, but here you are coming
Yeah.
back with a big win, the defending champion making a big statement, and we're gonna really look forward to seeing you go forward into the season, and looking to either defend that championship or help your teammate there. I'm sure that
Yeah.
gap is going to close, and come the end of the season, we're going to have one heck of a battle for the championship.
Well, for sure. I mean, we'll go for the maximum.
Well, I appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us. Thanks for joining us, and absolutely congratulations on the big win here.
Thank you, and thanks for streaming. Great stuff, man.
No problem. It
See
is
you
my
next time.
pleasure. Yep, we'll see you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Your defending champion and Singapore race winner, El Majacco. Nice to be able to get to chat with these guys after these races because you could tell, and you can hear it in his voice. The guy's cool as a cucumber. Okay, so here he was. He had some contact, lost a front wing end plate. He wasn't even worried about it. Had to let his teammate go at one point. It's fine. He's my teammate. Go ahead. And then the safety car comes out. He hits it right. He knows he's got to go 20, 21 laps on a set of tires. He's like, meh. There was a safety car. They won't they won't wear out too quick. So I mean, the guy is just he's unshakable. And you saw it tonight. He had a plan for everything, every step of the race, and was able to make that plan pay off with a victory in the PR.